Oh, man, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, y'all. That is Bishop Paul Moore, man. We got the one and only, man, our presiding bishop of Full Gospel and the senior pastor of Mount Zion Missionary Baptist Church, Nashville, Tennessee, Bishop Joseph Walker. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. How you doing, man?
Man, blessed and highly favored. Happy to have you this morning.
Man, glad to be here, man. You know, Psalm 37:23, it says, you know, the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. And I just want to encourage somebody today, man, you got to walk on. You know, the fact is that every day you wake up, the devil is trying to distract you. He's trying to detour you from where God is trying to take you. But to walk on means that you got to have a level of perseverance, and you got to believe God for what he's already shown you. You know, that's like a place of origination, and there's a place of destination. And between that origination and destination, there's a lot of frustration, irritation, and hateration. But you got to be willing to press through and push through and know that God sees further up the road, and he's already made a way and access to you. I was taking my son to the grocery store with me. He's just 4 years old. He's walking behind me, and, man, he's a little afraid because he doesn't want to go through the door. I said, son, just walk on through the door. And he just stands there waiting on me. He's waiting on me. Because he's afraid to go through the door because the door won't open. I said, son, you got to keep walking. And he realized that if he kept walking, the scanner up top would make the doors open down beneath. And if you just keep on walking, not being in fear, trust me, God will see above, and he'll make things open up on your behalf. So today, whatever it is, don't let nothing hold you back. You just keep on walking and watch the doors keep opening for you.
Absolutely. Bishop Joseph Walker, let everybody know how can you be reached and how can they get your book?
Hey, I want you to reach me at Joseph Walker 3 on Instagram. Let me know you were watching, listening to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Joseph Walker 3 on Instagram. I can't wait to hear from you and share more with you.
There it is, man. Hey, Bishop, love you, man.
Love you too, sir.
Hey, man, and tell the kids and the First Lady, I said, what's up, man? I love y'all. I miss y'all, man. Hey, I got one for you right here. Here's John P. Key. Remember this?
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 12 minutes after the hour, y'all. The front page news is being brought to you by
Urban One. 2022 is here, and we are officially in primary season. Remember, you cannot vote unless you are registered. If you need to find more information about how, when, and where to vote, please visit onevote2022.com. Eva.
Good morning, Rock T. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look this morning at your front page news. The Ukrainian president is again urging NATO leaders to establish a no-fly zone over his country, saying that if they don't, it is only a matter of time before Russian missiles fall on NATO territory. Now, this comes right after Russia launched an airstrike on a military base in western Ukraine yesterday, killing 35 people. Just 15 miles from the border of NATO member nation Poland. So far, the request for a no-fly zone has been refused because it could dangerously escalate the conflict. But the White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan says the West would respond if Russia strikes hit the territory of NATO members, even accidentally. In other developments, the U.S. is meeting with China in Rome today over concerns that China is helping spread Russian propaganda about its invasion of Ukraine and may even help Russia get around the crippling economic sanctions that have been imposed by the West. It's been reported that Russia has asked China for support, including military equipment, to keep waging its war in Ukraine. Meanwhile, the average price of gas in the U.S. has risen to $4.43 a gallon. Now, that is above the previously set record in July of 2008, but still below the inflation-adjusted record high, which could be as high as $5.24 a gallon. Now, let's hope we do not get there. Last but certainly not least, President Barack Obama has revealed that he has tested positive for COVID-19 and has a scratchy throat for a couple of days, but otherwise is feeling fine. He said that he and former First Lady Michelle Obama were both vaccinated and boosted, and she tested negative. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news, but for more, just log on to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Get your ass out of there. She said, Barack, I'm not.
You know she did, Rick.
She got her ass out of there. She wasn't stuck. She said, you ain't president no more either. You ain't finna give me COVID. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ron.
It's all good, dog. All right, man. Tom Brady enjoyed his retirement for a whopping 2 months. He's coming back to play his 23rd season in the NFL. He says, listen, man, there's some unfinished business in Tampa Bay, and I belong on the sideline with my teammates, and I love my family for the support they've been giving me. So Tom Brady, the GOAT himself, is coming back for another season.
Yes.
In the meantime, Dallas Cowboys trade wide receiver Amari Cooper to the Cleveland Browns. He's going over there to play with Baker Mayfield. They keep wide receiver Michael Gallup and give him a 5-year contract worth $62 million. And the NCAA March Madness is right around the corner for the men and the women. Final four predictions. I'm going to have my brackets both filled out before the tournament starts later this week. But I got to shout out to my daughter, Harmony Turner, man. They didn't make the tournament out there in Harvard, but she played her butt off in the conference tournament over the weekend. Dropped 21 points, man. So proud of her and her teammates out there, man. So it's all good. I'm going to break down more coming up later in the show. And I want to also shout out to Special K's niece, who's an up-and-coming high school player that won state. So I'm going to break her down, and I'm going to show her I'm going to shout out her later on in the show as well. So stay tuned.
That ain't his niece for real. I mean,
that is my niece for real.
What
are you talking about?
No, that's your friend's daughter.
That's me and my wife's niece. What are you talking about?
That's your play niece?
Man, you always be claiming people's children just because they're doing
This is
good
my
in
blood
sport.
niece. She's like my other daughter.
We're going to talk. We're going to give her some love anyway later on in the show, so stay tuned for that. We're going to shout her out, man. Gary, what's up, man?
All right, y'all. All right, now, everybody knows, y'all, there's no secret, honey, that Miss Khloe Kardashian, she has a knack, y'all, for organization, and so does some of us on this show. But now they're saying, y'all, that the 37-year-old keeping up with the Kardashian alum, y'all. They say she's a fan, y'all, honey, of keeping organization and keeping her house organized and stuff. So recently, Miss Khloe, y'all, she put all out on TV and it's all out on social media, y'all, that, you know, her specific kitchen organization has prompted conversation, y'all, in the television series and amongst fans online, specifically, y'all, her cookie stacking technique, which is, y'all, one of her particular labor-intensive kitchen tasks. Now, they're saying these strategically stacked cookie jars are still in her pantry and is precisely organized, jarred, and labeled, y'all, for each type of cookie, as is the rest of the food in her pantry. Now, each shelf, y'all, is full of a precisely placed food. Now, they're saying that the bottom two rows include both canned and boxed goods ranging from crackers, noodles, and soups, while the third row, y'all, is stacked with everything you need to complete a meal, including salad dressings, soy, hot, barbecue, and spaghetti sauces, honey, mustard, ketchup, and other items. Now, y'all, this is very interesting. When I saw this, Rick, I'm going to just be honest with you, I thought about you. Because, honey, her pantry is so neat, it's just ridiculous, y'all. She got everything labeled.
Stacking no cookies because cookies are already stacked. And all you have to do is peel the paper back. And then the paper peel is sealed back. Light skin Oreos and the dark skin Oreos. And the double stuff.
But Ricky, it's in a jar. Jesus, y'all. But it looks good. It's neat the way she got it in a jar and what have you, honey. I'm like, God, I could never do that. But,
in
honey,
order to stack the cookies, you got to touch all of them. I don't want no damn cookies.
Oh, Lord.
Leave them damn ginger snaps in the box.
True.
Jesus, but it looks
ginger
good.
Snaps stacked up in there.
All right, the color today, y'all, honey, is one of my favorite colors. Hell, Ricky didn't mess me up. The color today, y'all, is bonfire night. On the high end, you say bonfire night, and on the low end, you say beautiful orange. That's your color for today. Brad, what you got coming up in the hot spot?
Coming up next in the hot spot, we lost a very special sister over the weekend, and I'm going to tell you all about it up next. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, John Rick's Morning Show, 29 minutes after the hour. Y'all, the hot spot is brought to you by
Church's Chicken. Stop by Church's for the high-flying flavor combination of our Texas tenders and shrimp meal today. Is butterfly shrimp alongside made fresh scratch Texas tenders. Serve spicy or original for $6. Church's, welcome to the great state of flavor. Offer valid at participating locations. Briggity tat, tiggity tat.
What up, Rock T? Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Sad news to report over the weekend, y'all. Singer and actress Tracy Braxton passed away on Saturday after a private battle with esophageal cancer. She was just 50 years old. Her sister, Toni Braxton, released a statement on her sister's death, saying it is with utmost regret that we inform you of the passing of our sister, Tracy. Needless to say, she was a bright light, a wonderful daughter and amazing sister, a loving mother, wife, grandmother, and a respected performer. We will miss her dearly. Toni added that Tracy passed away as snow was falling, saying that their angel is a snowflake now. We are forever family. Source told People that Tracy was surrounded by family and friends at the time of her passing. Tracy's husband, Kevin Surratt, released a statement saying, "We have come to a time where we must inform the public that after a year of privately undergoing a series of treatment for esophageal cancer, our beloved Tracy Braxton has gone to glory." Tracy's son, Kevin Jr., wrote in Instagram, "When I heard about the news of my mother being sick, the first thing she said was, 'I'm going to fight and beat this.' She fought to the end, and today she's at peace. I love my mother forever, and this hurts so much, but I'm at peace knowing she isn't in pain anymore. I love you, Ma, and I'm going to miss you." Tracy sang backup for Toni Braxton for years, and after the premiere of the Braxton Family Values in 2011, Tracy decided to break out on her own and go solo. She remained on the Braxton Family Values until the end of the show, until 2020, and our sincere prayers and condolences go out to the entire Braxton family. Moving on, y'all. Dolly Parton wants Beyonce to cover her 1974 hit Jolene. She said, "I think she's fantastic and beautiful, and I love her music." She continued, "I would just love to hear Jolene done in just a big way, kind of like how Whitney Houston did my I Will Always Love You."
Right.
76-year-old continued, "Just someone like that can take my little songs and make them powerhouses. That would be a marvelous day in my life if she ever does do Jolene."
Oh, man, that's nice.
Yeah,
That's really nice.
That would be
That's
really
so respectful and kind.
Mm-hmm. Be really
and I
nice
love
to hear her do
Jolene. I love that
it's
song.
It's a beautiful
Jolene.
song.
Oh,
yeah.
I love Dolly Parton, and Dolly Parton speak out for black folks too. If just in case you don't know,
yeah,
she is an advocate, for civil rights. So I love it.
That's right. All right, last but not least, y'all. Last week I talked about how Meg Thee Stallion was planning on doing virtual shows and events. Well, now, according to reports, Drake has announced that he's going to be doing an interactive New York and Toronto concert experience. He said, "I'm excited to let all my people know that we're working on something really special for you guys. I'm putting together 2 shows, one in New York and a few in Toronto, and they're going to be something different, something I've never done before. It's going to be highly anticipated interactive experience," he added. He said, "I'll have the dates coming for you soon, and I cannot wait." All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But coming up next, we got Rock T's Joke of the Day. And if you have any questions for Dr. Collier, won't you hit us up at 8669-RICKY. That's 8669-RICKEY. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's y'all Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time for Rock T. Joke of the day. All right. You better be funny, Rock. Come on.
Over the weekend, my wife asked me to go get 6 cans of Sprite from the grocery store. And I realized when I got home that I had picked 7 up.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, I think I wrote it, but I think I picked 7 up. I think I picked 7 up.
Yes, sir.
6
same
cans,
thing.
right, but I think I picked 7 up. Double entendre. Is that double?
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was good. That was good, Rock.
Oh, yeah, thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the week off. Wow.
Let's get it.
Wow.
Just in case y'all missed it, over the weekend, my wife asked me to go get 6 cans of Sprite from the grocery store.
Uh-huh.
And I realized when I got home that I had picked 7 up.
There you go. There you go. Man, y'all give it up for Roxy. That was good, man. That was good. We're going to roll with that one. We got Dr. MJ Collier coming up next. If y'all want to talk to Dr. Collier, call us up right now, 8669-RICKEY. Dr. MJ Collier up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. And guess what, Ricky?
What?
As of Friday, March 11th, we marked the second year anniversary of the World Health Organization declaring the COVID-19 a pandemic which changed the world overnight forever. Since that declaration, we've had more than 6 million people die globally, and over 1 million people in the United States have passed away from this variant. So it is amazing that just this past weekend, when we're starting to relax a lot of the restrictions that we have, that our own President Barack Obama declared that he had tested positive. So it shows that the coronavirus has no classism, doesn't care who you are, what you are, etc. But he had mild symptoms. He said just a scratchy throat. And fortunately, the lovely First Lady Michelle did not get infected to date. So he used it as an opportunity to remind people to get vaccinated, even if the cases are going down already, that it's still important that you have been vaccinated and boosted. So that brings me, Ricky, to our topic of the day, which is GI health and the microbiome. And so why it's so important that we maintain a good, healthy gut, because we have microbes that are living in our body called the microbiome, and I want that term to become very common with people. That number of bacteria that are living in our gut numbers in the trillions. We actually have more constituents in the microbiome than we have human cells. So that makes us really basically walking bacteria versus being human. And it's very important that we keep that microbiome in a nice, good, and balanced state. And that is why it's so important that we take probiotics. Probiotics are the good bacteria, and we need to keep them to keep our gastrointestinal health and our immune health optimized. So that's where we are, Rick. We want to make sure that everybody stays healthy. And remember, you want to keep your immune system boosted regardless that the Omega or the Omicron variant is dropping down. The cases of corona are dropping down. There are still other infectious diseases that we always have to be cognizant of, and we want to make sure that this is not a problem with us. So take your probiotics. Take your probiotics.
All right, let's go to the phone. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Hi, this is Judy from Cleveland, Ohio. I'd like to know what is causing my parathyroid gland to be elevated. I was told it was my calcium. Is that true? And how do I cure this problem?
Parathyroid glands are located in the center of the chest, and there are 4 of them that cause, again, they create parathyroid hormone, which is important in calcium metabolism. So that can be a variety of reasons that can do that. It usually is a viral infection, but anything that causes the parathyroid to increase production. With increased high calcium levels, it can cause minor symptoms like cramping. It can cause major symptoms like cardiac arrhythmias. So fortunately, there are medications that can help treat that, but sometimes you have to actually have the parathyroid glands surgically excised. So you can have some in the center of the chest. You can have them on the wings of the butterfly-shaped thyroid gland as well, and so those can be surgically removed if they just are not going to respond to oral therapies. But very important that you do that, because the cardiac arrhythmias, of course, can result in the ultimate penalty, death. So we have to make sure that we're monitoring that.
All right, John, Dr. Collier, good morning.
Hi, I had a question for the doctor. I've been seeing a lot about parasite cleansing, and I wanted to know what's his take on it and what's a good recipe for it.
I'm not an advocate of parasite cleansing. By definition, the word parasite means these are not necessarily good things. There are people that have even done things like ingest tapeworms so that they can lose weight. So I recommend that you just take a good probiotic to keep and optimize your GI and immune health. That will help you more than anything else, particularly parasite therapy. I think this is something that's niche and becoming internet-driven, but it's not something that I recommend. It's not something that's scientifically sound. It is definitely not something you want to put in your body. By definition, parasites, bad things. You want to have the good bacteria in your body, and that's what probiotics will do.
All right, Dr. Collier, let everybody know you can be reached. They put tapeworms in there, Dr. Collier.
And ask ASK, Dr. MJ. And these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show crew, or it's Cash Production Cash.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has a T and Good morning, other day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Ricky, we must, and you have to check in on your comedic friend, y'all, DL Hugley. Now, I don't know if y'all heard the shocking news, but Kanye West, y'all, had some harsh words for Mr. Hugley, y'all, after the comedian criticized him during an interview over the way he's handling his issues with his beautiful ex-wife-to-be Kim Kardashian. Now, they're saying, y'all, that Kanye West has issued an ominous threat to comedian DL Hugley over those comments about the rapper's strained relationship with Ms. Kardashian, y'all. Now, we know that happened recently. Now, last week, they're saying, y'all, that DL Hugley sat down, y'all, to an interview, honey, and accused Kanye West of stalking Kim. He's, quote, this. He is stalking her. This is what DL said, quote, he is stalking her. You can think it's cute. If it was my daughter, I'd do something about it. I don't think it's funny, DL Hugley said. Well, Kanye West, y'all, was less than thrilled with the comments. Now, they were saying that the rapper posted a video, y'all, of DL Hugley passing out on stage in June of 2020 during a stand-up routine, y'all, in the beautiful Nashville, Tennessee. However, they're saying that Ye accused DL Hugley of being a drug addict and a pawn of the left in a shocking message. He said, quote, we're going to stop letting practicing drug addicts be used by leftists to Willie Lynch our future black people.
COVID.
Thank you. Yep.
First of all.
Yep, but hold on. Leftists to Willie Lynch our future black people with our own opinion are not allowed to speak in public. I am the glitch, DL. God does not like you. You have no favor. Your family hates you. I would hate to be related to somebody who used to be famous. Now you're just known as a broke pawn at Oprah. At least Oprah, honey, got billions, allegedly. Come on, leftists. Y'all got to do better than DL. And that's what Kanye ran it. Now, they're saying also, y'all, that Kanye also believes, y'all, that his attacks are the reason for Davidson's low profile, over the last few weeks and what have you. And he went on and on and on and stuff to say. He said, you see Skeet missing work? Anybody else want to play with me? Please, please, for the love of God, come and get me. Let's see how it turns out, y'all. And then he did a follow-up thread and what have you, y'all. But he said some things, honey, to DL. And he told DL, he said, honey, Rick, I can afford to hurt you.
Rick,
first of all,
you know DL, I know DL.
Exactly.
DL is about that life. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
West Coast.
That's all I'm going to say.
And he don't know where DL came from, what DL did before he became a comedian. We know, but he apparently don't know to be making a threat. And number two, DL passed out because he had COVID and he was sick on stage. And number three, DL Hugley is a king of comedy.
He far from broke.
For sure. And number four, he far from broke. And number five, hey, brother, just because you billions versus millions, who cares? You know what I'm saying? That'll make you more man because your bank account is bigger. You ain't going to just sit up here and just act like DL. Bro, DL is old money. DL was making money years before you even thought about coming into the game or whatever. And then, you sit up there talking about Willie Lynch, but you sitting up there hugging, running behind the desk, jumping up, hugging Donald Trump with a Make America Great Again hat on.
Hello.
Come on.
You ain't got no space to be sitting up here talking about DL Hugley and he the bros. So, you know what I'm saying? No.
Well, DL responded back, but I can't say it on the radio, though.
He sure did.
What did he say? What did he say?
You can read the tweet, though.
Ricky, honey, not for Derek to be sending me texts and stuff, honey. But he said some things, baby, But I can say this, and he said, well, Kanye, you going around here acting like a nut, but y'all filling the blank about Pete Davidson and Kim. But anyway, child, that's what.
About who? Wow. Yeah, you don't want to get in no battle with no comedian with words.
Especially one who know how to roast like DL.
Yes, sir. He is one of the best roasters in the country.
You hate your whole life.
Yeah, but did you hear what Kanye said, though? He said, don't make him hurt him now. He said he could get him.
He ain't going to do nothing because anybody that's going to do something don't say they're going to do it. I'm from the streets. Yeah, real thugs. Real thugs don't make threats. You just all of a sudden you just wake up beat up real bad. Like what the hell happened? You don't even remember what happened.
But he said also that DL. He said, yeah, you live in Calabasas and I do too. So they all lived in Calabasas. Honey,
you don't do nothing though.
I don't know. I feel
nothing.
We trying to reach out to DL because honey, that's kind of scary. You don't know who he knows and got and could be following DL or what have you.
He gave an opinion.
Yeah, there's 350,000 bros out here.
Oh,
ain't
yeah,
nobody having. Yeah. That
Yeah,
part.
that part.
Okay, I forgot.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna follow this story though, Jan. We're gonna talk more about it later in the show because this is very interesting, and we definitely want to protect DL and all parties involved. All right. Moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Tiffany Haddish, she wished King Common a happy birthday, y'all. Common recently turned 50 years old, honey, and Miss Haddish, she decided, well, I'm going to do a tribute to my man and say happy birthday to him. They say she pulled the same line used by him in December 21 Instagram post wishing her a happy 42nd birthday. He said, may the high most continue to bless and shine through you. I am wishing you joy, peace, light, love, and fun on your born day. And she said, well, you know what? I'm going to just say that right back to you. And she did the same thing back to him, so she pulled one of his lines. So she wished him joy, peace, love, life, and fun and all that stuff. So happy birthday to Common, honey. 50 years old, honey, Miss Haddish. That was very petty, honey. So I said, all right, Miss Hash. I mean, girl, whatever her name is, Haddish. Do that. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is...
No.
Yep.
Bonfire night. I forgot. It's bonfire night. On the high end, you say bonfire night, and on the low end, you say beautiful orange. That's the color for today.
All right, y'all give it up and show your love right now for Gary with the T.
One time.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Time for the wake-up call. Get at me, 866-9 Ricky. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. That's right. Wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
This is Rico from Birmingham, and I'm calling to wake my son, T-Von Brock, and my granddaughter, London Brock. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's go.
Hey, this is Maxine from Charlotte. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
My name is Bailey, and I'm calling from Valdosta, Georgia. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's Rick from the borough. Y'all wake up out there this morning.
Hi, this is August Day from Durham, North Carolina, and I'm calling to wake up Immaculata Catholic School. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Patricia from Chicago, Illinois. This is my wake-up call. Congratulations, you guys are so successful, and I love you.
Hey, what's up? This is AB from OKC, man. I want everybody to get up, wake my daughter up, wake my son up, everybody up, get that money.
Gainesville, wake up. Meridian, wake up. And Greenwood, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. When you at Dallas, wake up. In Chicago, wake up. ATL, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, appreciate it, Brad.
You welcome, Ricky.
Now, favorite grandmama, Miss Birdie Jenkins.
I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth for you, Negro. That's my song now, Janie.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Here's our church announcements. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Now, Janie, all the overweight members that need help getting in the tight spaces in the pews need to stop by the ushers in the back so they can put a raincoat on you and spray your arms and hips down with WD-40. It's been working for the past 2 weeks. On the church van, they was able to squeeze them in there. Now, the pastor is warning any teenagers, because they bad, Janie.
Yeah.
That's getting baptized this month, that he will revoke your salvation if you make yourself poop under the water. So he have to smell it when you come up. And it happened 3 times last month, and y'all think it's funny, but it's not, and you're going to mess around and go to hell.
Revoke your salvation.
It's not funny. Don't understand what you're laughing for. You don't laugh when they singing "Take Me to the Wall."
Them things pop, though, boy.
But don't do it. Pastor has been good to us, and he don't deserve that. And it's not funny. it.
What?
Don't do it. The salvation will be revoked. And
revoked.
all of y'all will be going straight to hell. That's what's wrong with them, Janie. Condolences to the family of Henry Gibbs. You know him, Janie?
Yeah.
Now, you know he the landscaper at the church.
Yeah.
And he was only 52 and had a real bad hay fever, blocked sinus, ingrown toenails, back spasm, extra nose hairs, and screaming fits. But that ain't what killed him. He came to cut the grass drunk last Saturday and fell off the riding lawnmower and landed face first in an ant mound. And they ate his whole head off. It's going to be a close. Janie.
Fire ants.
They ate it. Yeah, that's what it was. Them fire ants got a hold of him. Baby, they ate his whole head off. And they say there's going to be a closed casket because they don't want him laying in there looking like Tales from the Crypts. That concludes our church announcement. All right, Janie. I'll call you. Yes, sir. Black Tony, what's going on?
What's up, sir?
Hey, whoa, hey.
What's going on? What's going on?
Why you, are you coming to work?
But I got me some new pillows. From, Dollar Tree sell pillows now. I got me some new pillows from the Dollar Tree, but it ain't so comfortable.
You got some new pillows?
I'm sleeping good right now. What's up?
So you calling in, but you woke up enough to call in work?
Yeah, I called in because, Shawty, you ain't know it was a holiday today, Shawty. It's the first day after daylight saving time day.
The first day after daylight saving time. That's not a holiday.
Yeah, that's a holiday. That's a new holiday. Biden signed on. Biden had signed it last year. Joe Biden, he had signed it last year. He said the first day after daylight saving time day to give folks time to get used to it. You supposed to be off the next day. So anyway,
that's not a bill that's signed into law. You're not supposed to be off the day after daylight saving time.
Google it. You can look it up on Google.
Yeah, you got to Google that, Rick.
Yeah, you got to Google it. It's on there.
So we supposed to be off?
Yeah, supposed to be off.
All right, so you coming tomorrow?
I'm laying up here butt naked in the bed right now, man.
And you got some new pillows from the Dollar Tree?
Got some new pillows, but I got two on.
How much they cost?
A damn dog.
When we get over here, get somewhere and sit down. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't think about me because I'm grown. I'm going to be with the grown folks. You go be with the kids. Understand this. When I say it's time to go, it's time to go. Don't ask, can you stay the night? You cannot. Don't ask, can they come back over here and stay the night? They cannot. Don't get over here acting like you hungry, like you ain't ate all day. If you do, I'm going to knock fire out of your throat. Don't touch nothing. Don't break nothing. Don't ask for nothing to drink. Don't ask for nothing to eat. Lisa Ann already think her kids is better than everybody else, and they are not. If one of them touch you, you better knock their head off their shoulder. Don't come in there tattling about what you think, what you want, and how you feel. When we get ready to go, I tell you how you feel. Is everybody on the same page? Don't play with me. Is y'all ready to go?
Y'all ready to go?
Don't. Okay, let's go.
I'll tell you how you feel.
And her name is Gail Pickett. I swear, and she lived next door to my mama, but we always went places with her, and she would line us, man.
She say she gonna tell you how you
And
feel.
you know what's bad? You can't say nothing to kids nowadays, and that's what kept us in line, man. And we need more. And we got to bring that back.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary
it, baby.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 5 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Will Smith. We haven't heard from Will and Jada, honey, in a minute, so now he's back. He was recently on CBS Sunday Morning, y'all. He did an interview with Gayle King, and Gayle was doing her interview like she should, and she asked a few questions about how's the family and how's the marriage and everything going and stuff, and the infidelity. Well, Will said, he said, ain't been no infidelity in my family. He said that there is no and has never been infidelity in his marriage to Miss Jada Pinkett Smith. He said, quote, I have decided that chatter about my life can be a benefit to people. He told Gayle, he said, now chatter is the first stage to having a real conversation and to be able to truly explore if some of the things in your heart are loving or poisonous. I was so thrown. I didn't know what he was talking about. I was like, child. He said, but there's no been and never been infidelity in our marriage. He said, Jada and I talk about everything, and we have never surprised one another, y'all, with anything ever. Now, Jada said, honey, on the Red Table Talk, just when all this madness was going on with her and August Alsina, she said, the only person that could give permission in that particular circumstance is myself. She said, I just want to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good, she said, about her relationship with August. She said, and it was really a joy to just help heal someone. I think that has a lot to do with my codependency, unquote. They said Will must have been delusional, honey, because, I mean, what is infidelity then? If your wife allegedly had an affair and you allegedly had done something a while back ago too, and y'all married, that's infidelity, I would think. But he said it was no infidelity. So, and he tried to say they talk about everything, but Miss Jada's like, no, we ain't talked about nothing. So nevertheless, they still together, and congratulations to Will and Jada Pinkett Smith, honey, because Miss Gayle looked some shocked, honey, when he said, girl, ain't no infidelity here. I'm like, all right, Miss King, move on. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Nick Cannon is speaking out, y'all. Nick has responded, y'all, to those reports that his talk show has been canceled after just one season. He said, quote, it's interesting. He said, this is show business, and the biggest word is business. This is what he said, y'all, in Entertainment Tonight. He said, I show up each and every day, y'all, bright and early to give you a show. And I am also a businessman. He said, I want to expand and elevate. He said, we ain't going nowhere, but it's about broadening my audience. Then he went on the show, said, he showed love to the viewers. He said, we laugh together, we cry together, we pray together. He said, I do what I can, and we let God do what I can't. He said, we still have more shows. He said, this isn't the last show. He said, we have a month of shows that's going to be on, and that's going to be shared. He said, this has been a blessing and a dream come true. Thank you for letting me come into your homes, y'all. Wasn't that nice for Nick to say that?
Absolutely.
And and a lot of people say, yeah, it's business. And Ricky, you just kind of say that about it. It's business, but it's show business, but it's business. And that's what he's, I guess it's not personal, but I wonder if they knew, if he knew at least, they were going to be canceling the show. They said the show was canceled just one season due to poor ratings, and the execs, y'all, could not see a way, y'all, for the ratings to pick up.
Yeah, the thing about it is, it ain't even about how good the show is sometimes. Sometimes, man, people just got these phones now, and people have a really, really short attention span. That's why Netflix specials are going down to 30 minutes as opposed to an hour, because, man, people got a very short attention span. ADHD is real, and, if you ain't built it up enough and then capture that audience, or whatever, it's just hard. So, but that don't mean that the show wasn't good.
No, the show was very good, actually.
Yeah, but I guess like you said, people wasn't watching all the TVs and the telephones and all that other stuff, y'all. And then my quick for free story, y'all. Let's continue to pray for Justice Smollett, y'all. He's saying, y'all, that they put him in jail because he's black, y'all. And I think they put him in jail, too.
Yeah, they won't put them people in jail from January the 6th. They actually broke into the Capitol. Or whatever, and then that judge sat up there and chastised him like he had murdered some damn body. And I think it was unfair in the way they did it, in the way they prosecuted, because usually for a low-level crime like that, people would get probation. So they tried to make an example out of him. I don't think it was fair. I don't think it was right. So, and all them guys, I don't think not one person, maybe one, from January the 6th, where police officers actually died, is locked up right now.
Getting less time than what he got.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Right. That's crazy.
Yep, it's sad, but the sad thing about
So what he needs to do is just remember that judge, and when that judge run for office, make sure you go out there and campaign for the opponent.
Yeah, but it was sad though. What hurt my heart because his grandmother is white, and they had her on the stage, honey, and she read a letter and all kind of stuff, honey, for justice, and they still put him in jail, even though his grandmother was white. But it's just interesting how the system works. All right, the Khloe today, honey, is one of my favorite Khloes. My Khloe today, y'all, is Bonfire Night.
What did that add?
Nothing.
Basically, you just wanted everybody to know her grandma was white, and they put her grandma up on the stand. And that didn't add nothing to the story. You did.
A fact with no point.
A fact with no point at all. Just wanted to know his grandmother's white, and they put her on the stand. Did that to that white woman. Gary, what she had on? Gary, what she had on?
You need to. She had on a nice little black outfit, honey, and she read all kinds.
How was her hair, Gary?
Her hair was in a nice. She didn't even have a French fro. She had a
nice
bouffant. She had a nice bouffant, and I didn't know that was his grandmother until she said it though. But I thought that was real ugly that they did that to Justin, honey. His grandmother up there and everything. And she's of Caucasian descent, and they still put him in jail.
They use it as a wild card?
They use it as a wild card. They said, well, good, let me pull Granny up, honey. Grandma go up and talk.
and they make him go free, huh?
The judge said, but his daddy black, so girl, no. And they put him in jail. You just got to pray, honey.
We got to pray, Gary.
You got to pray, Rick. Sometimes you can't pull back out from history and bring it up, honey. They say, and let's pray.
Oh, man, that's wrong. More Ricky Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. The feud between Kanye West, his ex-wife Kim Kardashian, and now Instagram official boyfriend Pete Davidson has gone public again. And it's really not a good look for anybody involved, especially Kanye and Kim's 4 children. These are moments that would happen privately with most people, but in the case of Kanye and Kim and Pete, it's happening on our social media timelines with private text messages being posted and video responses for everybody to see. So let's try to unpack all of this and maybe learn what not to do. All right, so there are 2 sides of every story, 3 sides in this case, and the truth always somewhere in the middle. Now, everybody involved could be handling things differently. But call us up at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY, and let us know who you think is the most, who's wrong the most, or the most in the wrong. Kanye for his death threats, Kim for not giving Kanye access to his kids at all times, or Pete for texting that he was in bed with his wife. So, Brett, for background purposes.
Yeah, let me just let y'all know what's been going on. Kim and Kanye have been going through a long divorce battle, and it was finally finalized recently. Saturday Night Live comedian Pete Davidson and Kim have been dating since last year, but just recently made it official on social media. Now, Ye dissed Pete online and in his music for months and even threatened his life. Until yesterday, Pete has not responded publicly. Now, Kanye also threatened DL Hugley yesterday for comments he made that Kanye didn't like. Yesterday, Kanye took to Instagram to express more family-related grievances with his ex-wife and mother of his children. That's when Pete posted a message via a friend's account that included a text exchange between Pete and Kanye, where at one point Kanye asked Pete, where was he? And Pete replied with a photo saying he was in bed with your wife. Although Kim is not shown in the photo. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. That had me cracking up. Anyway, on his own Instagram page, Kanye referenced the text conversation in a selfie video while praying and explaining that his main focus is his children. What do y'all think?
You just make yourself look lame.
Childish.
Yeah, because you know what? When I saw this, that is not even what Pete was really saying. Pete was telling him to keep it private, but your main thing, you got so offended by him saying in bed with your wife. That's what offended you. So that's kind of like the main thing Kanye talked about the most. But I felt like Pete was saying, hey, you embarrassing yourself. Just let's do this in private. You don't have to do this. I've had it and I'm tired of being nice. Yeah. And I could get the people from Saturday Night Live to really drag you, and they haven't because I've asked them not to.
And
Right.
you can respect Pete for saying, "Hey, let's meet in private and let's
Right.
talk this out like men."
Right.
Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
But y'all know, honey, when a man is hurt, this is how he lash out because he don't know how to control his feelings. But I honestly feel that Kim Kardashian is definitely in the wrong, and not that I don't really care.
Why you think she in the wrong?
Because she should be a lady, honey, and as classy and grand as she is portrayed to be in the public, she should just lay low. She shouldn't even let us know she had a boyfriend and just be quiet until that divorce is officially over. Then you
Okay,
come
but
out.
he would have knew that she had a boyfriend.
Well, maybe and maybe not, because honey, as much money as they have, she could move without nobody knowing. Nothing that's going on in her
But
life.
that's not fair. He's parading around with whoever he wants.
Well, he's a man, and that's what men do. Let him do it. Just let him
No,
go ahead on and be out
nah.
there. You know that's
come
what
on
men
now.
do, especially the men of African descent.
And
go
then the
out
thing
and
about
do what you want.
The thing about it is, like, dog, you could use, like, if you really like really into the kids, use Pete as an ally to get access to your kids.
Yeah.
In the private conversation, hey Pete, man, you think you can holler at Kim, man? I be wanting to pick up all 4 kids. Cause I'm gonna tell you something, you get more bees with honey than you do vinegar. You know what I mean? So you
But
use
you know
Pete.
what, Ricky? He might not even be there yet. And I think that's okay. Like, when you go through a breakup, especially something this big, he might not be at a place where he's ready to be cool with Pete. But the real problem is bringing it to social media. Even if y'all not at a good place, even if you're still hurt, it's bringing it to social media that makes it so messy.
Yeah, but it's okay to be, you know, if he's not in that place, you don't have to be cool with Pete to use him as an ally to get access to your kids, because your kids, right, the relationship is over.
Got to play chess, not checkers.
Absolutely. Ain't no relationship. You don't have to like Pete. Pete ain't did nothing to Kanye, but tear his wife out the frame, probably.
No.
Out the frame, you heard?
Frame.
Yeah, that's hard, Brad.
You know how hard you got to do to get out the frame?
Out the frame. Not out the box, out the frame.
Especially when you donate your wife a kidney and your kidney still got feelings in it every night at 11 o'clock. You can't go to sleep. Hey, let us know what you think. Get out of us, 866-9-RICKY. And I'm not saying it's his responsibility to talk to Pete to get access to the kids. That's something that he got to figure out how to work out. And just learn how to play the game, because if your only motive is the kids, this shouldn't be a problem if that's your only motive. You know what I'm saying? Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Something to drop that 15. I ain't have my credit was bad.
And all that good stuff, honey. So I was like, God, it's a lot of money. But like I said, I was
finna do it.
Yeah.
I was finna do it, bro.
Yeah.
Boy, I went through so much to try to pull that one.
And that was just for a basic ring. You just said get a ring. It wasn't no engagement ring or no wedding ring or nothing like that. Just get a ring.
No, I was gonna propose to her.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Boy, shoot, I was driving out of town to see that girl.
And I think he even had her name in that song too.
And then I had went to Tiffany's and got a
Oh yeah, Miss Tiffany said
Nope.
What she say, Gary?
I had got that bracelet from Tiffany's.
Yeah, I thought you was looking at a ring too at Miss Tiffany's, but you got the bracelet.
No. Yeah, I wasn't finna buy that ring from that same ring would have been by double the price at Tiffany's.
She was almost 100. I was like, oh Lord.
I was finna I almost did it. I almost did it.
You get to that one part of that song, it'll make you spend $15,000 on a
Ooh,
ring.
and Jesus Stokely sung that song last night. Boy, look a here.
Memories.
Oh my God, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to my little brother Stokely, man, that really put on a good show last night at Jazz in the Garden. Everybody that came from all over the country. Detroit and Chicago show up for everything. No, Detroit, Chi-Town, and D.C. show up for everything. I don't care what that East Coast coming, what you having, but we just had so much fun, man. It was just so good to see Stokely and talk to him, man. We think we're talking about doing a tour together, like a love and laughter tour with me and Stokely. That'll be a lot of fun. Do some venues just for fun. So I'm real excited about that. Hey, so on the phone, we got the one and only Janai Thornton. Give a big round of applause.
Hey,
Woo, Janai, that song right there, you send me swing. Janai, if he don't slow dance with you, or if y'all in the car and that song come on and your husband don't hold your hand in between the fingers.
There you go.
In between the fingers. Don't hold your hand like a little boy walking like you walking your grandson across the street. If he hold your hand in between the fingers, he still got feelings.
Ricky, I'm up here laughing about Gary said, Miss Tiffany said no.
Shit, I was going to get a cosigner and get that girl a ring. I was going to get a cosigner, boy.
Not Tiffany, but Miss Tiffany. I ain't never heard her mentioning Miss Tiffany before.
Yeah, that was back. My mind was gone, boy. My mind was gone. All right, man, we got Janai, Miss Janai throwing on with us this morning. Inflation is up. Gas and food prices are out of control. The least we can try to do is help save money with some of your other expenses. So we got our money expert, Janai Thorne, is going to give us some tips on how to save money on medical expenses. So what are some of the best places to buy glasses and, contacts for cheap?
Well, you know what, Ricky, I'm so happy we're talking about this because I need people to understand this inflation, these crazy food and gas prices, we're going to be here for a while.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to figure out how to save some money in some other areas. So I'm happy we're talking about medical expenses. So, yes, for all of us who wear glasses and contact lenses, here are a few places you can go to save money. Number one for contact lenses and glasses is actually Costco. They tend to be the cheapest. So for glasses, you can also check out a place called Zenni, Zenni, Zenni Optical. There's Warby Parker, and, of course, there's America's Best. And then for the cheap contact lenses, of course, we're talking about high quality but inexpensive. There's a website called Contact Lens King, and another one called lens.com. Now, in order to save money on contact lenses, you may want to buy them in larger quantities, maybe at least 90 days, and that way you may get a better price.
Yeah, and if you go to America's Best, all you have to do is call 1-800-2PAT. That's 1-800-TWOPAR to be connected to the store near you. And all states are exams provided by independent doctors of optometry or ophthalmologists. And you can get the Rickey Smiley frames and tell them Rickey Smiley sent you. America's Best. AmericasBest.com. America's Best. AmericasBest.com. Now,
I got a question, Janai. How can our listeners save money on their prescriptions?
It's funny how crazy prescriptions are. They are so expensive, but there are several leading apps and websites to help you comparison shop. So check out, my favorite is called GoodRx. Another one is called RX Saver, and the last one is called Blink Health. And it's really important that you want to comparison shop because just because of your insurance, that may not be the best place to go. They may not have the right list for you. So, again, please use these apps and these websites.
Speaking of comparison shopping, how do you shop around for the best price on medical procedures, like if you need to get something done, or even medical supplies?
You know, it's funny. A lot of people don't think you can comparison shop on a procedure, but you can and you should. So my favorite websites are fairhealthconsumer.org. Again, fairhealthconsumer.org. And my second favorite is healthcarebluebook.com. So if you're getting like a root canal or maybe you need some sort of x-rays, you can go there and see who is offering the best price based on your zip code where you live. And then if you need to compare doctors, another good website is called Vitals, VITALS.com. You can check your doctor out and see actual reviews on the doctor to make sure you're making a good choice.
Janai, is it true that you can actually negotiate your medical costs even before the treatment?
You actually can. So, of course, this is for all non-emergency procedures. Oh. So, you can't be going in there on the ambulance trying to negotiate. But if any non-emergency procedure, any sort of medical or dental, you should negotiate up front. Because a lot of people don't realize just because you're using your insurance, you might not be getting the best price.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going in there. They got a sale on knee surgery.
Okay.
You don't want no sale.
Put that knee surgery on layaway.
So, Janai, does medical debt, honey, impact your credit scores differently than other debt?
It actually does. Most medical debt won't appear on your credit report for all 3 credit reporting agencies, normally for at least 6 months. They're trying to give us a 6-month grace period to make sure we can correct any errors, get on the same page with our insurance company and our medical providers. So any unpaid medical debt, though, is going to stay on your credit report up to 7 years.
Now, Janai, real quick, what's one of the best places to buy a hearing aid?
Okay, hearing aids. Back to Costco again. Costco is a good place.
What?
What did you say?
I said, what's one of the best places to buy a hearing aid?
I'm messing with you.
Huh?
No, I missed that altogether.
Say what?
Costco is good.
Janai, what's one of the best places to buy a hearing aid?
I got to go.
Huh? Janai. Janai.
Go ahead and tell them how they
You go ahead and answer the question.
I was trying to. I felt
As always, Janai, thank you for sharing this information with us. Janai, let everybody know how you can be reached.
You can follow me at Janai Thornton. That's JINITHORNTON. You are crazy, Ricky.
Hey, y'all, let's get into some news, some 4th hour news on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. You already know what it is. Let's go. It's a beautiful Monday. A lot going on. But yet and still, he's still on the throne. God's grace is sufficient enough. Turn up for a little bit of appreciation on this Monday. Just a little bit. It's okay. He did a lot for you. You can just give him a little bit. It's okay if you don't. I will. News, sports, entertainment. It's a front page.
Entertainment. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
I don't even know what time it is.
25 minutes after the top of the hour.
Go ahead. I can't talk.
Good morning, Ricky, silly self. Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news. The president of Ukraine is urging NATO leaders to establish a no-fly zone over his country, saying that if they don't, it is only a matter of time before Russian missiles fall on NATO territory. Now, this comes after Russia attacked a military training center only 15 miles from Poland. Super sad, at least 35 people were killed, 134 were injured in western Ukraine yesterday by these Russian missile strikes. So far, the request for a no-fly zone has been refused because it could dangerously escalate the conflict. But White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan says the West could respond if Russia strikes Poland or other territory of NATO members, even accidentally. Now, in related news, according to conversations CNN had with U.S. officials, Russia has asked China for military support, including drones and economic assistance for unprovoked invasion of Ukraine. The U.S. is planning to meet with China in Rome today over these concerns, which China denies. Now, in other news, President Barack Obama revealed that he tested positive for COVID-19 and has a scratchy throat for a couple of days, but besides that, he feels fine. He said former First Lady Michelle Obama and him are both vaccinated and boosted and that she tested negative for the virus. Meanwhile, Moderna is going head-to-head with Pfizer for the opportunity to vaccinate children under 5, the only American group still not eligible for shots. Moderna is expected to submit data this week on how well its vaccine works in children in this age group. Last but certainly not least, if you're having a craving for pizza today, well, you're in luck. 3/14 is Pie Day, and there are a lot of deals for it, $3.14. March 14th is Pie Day, the annual celebration of the mathematical constant pi, which is the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. So even if you're not a math scholar, just know that Pie Day equals deals on circular food, including pies and pastries. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more, just log on to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.com. Stop laughing, Ricky.
It's about that word pie.
It's about the word pie. What's going on in sports, Rock?
All right, man.
Hey, can we get special cases take tomorrow off?
Yeah, man. Go ahead and leave right now, dog.
I cannot. Man, I'm crying, man.
We ain't got but a couple minutes left, man. Let me hang around.
Yeah, man. So, real quick, Tom Brady enjoyed his retirement for about 2 months. You know what I'm saying? He's coming back to play his 23rd season in the NFL. He says, listen, I got some unfinished business with Tampa Bay, so the GOAT is coming back. NCAA March Madness. The brackets are set in the men's and the women's. Oh, my goodness. I'm getting excited. I'm brainstorming. I'm going to have my brackets completely filled out. Probably by tomorrow, everything will be good, man. My final four predictions on both sides. Let me shout out real fast to my daughter Harmony and her teammates at Harvard. They did not make the tournament, but they balled out in the Ivy League Madness tournament, man. If they would have won, they would have qualified and got their bid, but they lost to Princeton. But she played good, man. So proud of her. Dropped 21 points. So, man, just proud of her, man. I also want to shout out to Special K's niece. Yes, Special K, feel free to jump in, man. She was player of the semifinals and championship game. 15 points, 16 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals, 1 block. Got 7A Region Player of the Year. Graduated with a 3.9 GPA. Headed to DePaul University. Congratulations, big dog.
It's not his biological.
Ricky, no, listen, Ricky.
Neighbors. Yeah.
No, that's me and my wife. That is my wife's little sister's baby.
Shout her name out, dog.
Zaria Hurston. And she is a baller.
Going to DePaul.
Her and the Lady Blue Devils, they won the championship.
You saw that, Rick.
Hold on.
What?
That's his wife's.
Yes, that's our niece.
That's her niece.
That's our niece.
Because when you and your wife get to arguing and you sleep in another room or something, she really ain't. That's your wife's. That's your wife's niece.
No, we are family. We were in the delivery room when she was born. We are family.
No, is she white or black?
She is black. Everybody in my wife's family is black. They are all the way black. Ain't no white over there.
But let her come on the radio and say her niece.
She ain't on the show.
Okay. Don't do that.
That's our niece. That's how we do this. We family. We've been married 28 years.
Man, you know how I feel about your wife. I love your wife. I'm not going to let you come sit up here and play with her like that and do her like that and take credit for her niece.
That is my
And this
niece.
our first time
I am her uncle.
We ain't heard nothing. We ain't heard nothing. Hey, I tell you what, if you wasn't married to her, she wouldn't be your niece. How about that? Did you hear what Gary said?
That didn't make no sense.
Gary said it's our first time hearing about it.
We ain't never heard about her.
She ain't never won a state championship before.
Yeah, but she been playing basketball.
Thank you very much.
Daughter ain't never won the championship too, but we heard about her.
You ain't said nothing about the basketball until she won the championship, and then now
she wanted me to shout her out, and I shouted her out.
We happy for her. We happy for your wife, and
That's
we happy
right.
for your wife's sister, but they ain't got nothing to do with
We
you.
are family. Listen to the song. Come on now.
She said she had her sisters with her. She didn't have her nieces with her.
We're gonna get your wife on the show tomorrow, and we can formally give her her proud because you're not finna.
We'll get on Thursday because it's her birthday.
And say, "Oh, happy birthday! Oh, happy birthday, sister!"
It's y'all birthday.
Her birthday is on St. Patrick's Day on Thursday.
Got him.
What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl,
What
Brett
do you
Tat
buy?
Tat.
I'm sorry, Brett.
Brought to you by Macy's. Macy's has the brand's value and expert advice that you need to own your style. You'll find great deals on spring looks like pastel dresses, designer suits, plus home essentials like cookware, comforters, and more going on this week at Macy's. What's up, Brad?
What up, Eva? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. According to TMZ, former basketball wives star Royce Reed turned herself into the Orange County authorities and was charged with neglect of a child, which is a third-degree felony. Now, according to documents, police state that Braylon is working on issues with professionals due to past incidents. I guess Braylon is her son. He was supposed to follow certain rules set by a judge. Specifically, he was not allowed to hang out with kids 2 years younger than him without an adult. Well, Braylon is accused of breaking those rules, and as a result, Royce had to turn herself in for child neglect. Now, Royce appears to have cooperated fully with investigators, as did her boyfriend. She took the Instagram to address the incident, saying, "I shouldn't even have to deal with this or address this. 1, I did not get arrested. I turned myself in because I had to. 2, talk to my attorney. As for the picture, I was scared as crap and was crying like a baby the whole time. I'm not about that life, but I did it, and we're gonna get through this." So keep her in your prayers, her and her son. And we lost a beautiful sister to the Braxton family. Tracy Braxton passed away on Saturday after a private battle with esophageal cancer. She was 50 years old. Her sister Toni Braxton released a statement on her sister's death saying, "It is with the utmost regret that we inform you of the passing of our sister Tracy. Needless to say, she was a bright light, a wonderful daughter, an amazing sister, a loving mother, wife, grandmother, and a respected performer. We will miss her dearly." So our sincere prayers and condolences go out to the entire Braxton family. And last but not least, Nicki Minaj took to Instagram to address the backlash she received after saying that rapper Coily Ray was a trendsetter for her braided hairstyle during an interview with Joe Budden. Nicki wrote via IG on her story, "God, please unleash your people from the shackles of not knowing the difference between starting a trend and being the first human being on the planet to do something." She continued, "Father God, it's me again. Please let your people know the difference between jumping on a trend and featuring on a song. Please." All right, we're going to wrap up the hotspot on that note. But coming up next, y'all, we got Mark Moriel and we got the Praise Mixdown. The time now is 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all please help me welcome National Urban League President and CEO Mark Moriel with this morning's commentary on the state of Black America. 90th birthday of civil rights icon Ambassador Andrew Young. Mr. Mark, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ricky, and good morning to the listening audience. And you are so right. On Saturday night in Atlanta, Georgia, at the World Congress Center, I had an opportunity with about 2,000 other people to honor Ambassador Andrew Young on the occasion of his 90th birthday. A strong, vibrant, energetic man at the age of 90. Andrew Young was honored by 2,000 people. And, of course, a civil rights icon. And one of our last remaining living civil rights icons from the 1960s, a lieutenant of Dr. King, the executive director of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. He was there alongside of Dr. King through the entire period of the 1960s. He was, of course, the first black member of Congress elected from Georgia in 1970. Became the United States ambassador to the United Nations, first African American to do that in 1976, appointed by then President Jimmy Carter. And then, of course, the mayor of Atlanta in 1981, succeeding Maynard Jackson, who was term limited at the time. This man is still, as head of the Andrew Young Foundation, working on global and